Welcome to our channel. Many people think they must work all day to become successful, but smart people focus on the most important things. They save time, make better decisions, and build systems that work for them. In reality, lazy thinking can sometimes mean thinking in a smarter and easier way to solve problems. It is about avoiding useless effort and focusing only on important actions. Many successful and smart people think differently from others. They do not waste energy on tasks that do not give real results. Instead, they try to find simple and efficient ways to achieve the same goal. This is not about avoiding work, but about using intelligence instead of extra effort. The truth about effort and intelligence is very important to understand. Hard work is valuable, but hard work without thinking can sometimes lead to waste of time and energy. On the other hand, smart thinking helps you achieve better results with less effort. When you learn to think before acting, you start saving time and improving your results. This is why understanding lazy thinking in the right way can actually help you become more productive and successful in life. Lazy thinking does not mean doing nothing in life. It means avoiding useless hard work that does not give real results. Many people waste their time and energy on tasks that are not important. It is about using your mind before using your energy. Instead of working without direction, you first think carefully about what actually matters. This helps you save time and avoid unnecessary struggle. Lazy thinking also means thinking before acting in any situation. When you pause and analyze first, you make better decisions and avoid mistakes. This is a smart way of handling life problems. Another important part of lazy thinking is choosing smart actions over extra effort. It is not about doing more work, but about doing the right work. Sometimes one smart step can give better results than many hours of hard work. So, lazy thinking is actually about intelligence, focus, and efficiency. It helps you work in a better way, not a harder way. Hard work is important in life, but hard work alone does not always guarantee success. Sometimes people work very hard, but they do not get good results because they are not working in the right direction. They spend a lot of time and energy, but their efforts are not focused on the correct goals. This is why hard work alone can fail in some situations. On the other hand, smart thinking often leads to better results. Smart work means using your mind, planning your actions, and choosing the most effective way to complete a task. When you think smartly, you can achieve more in less time. For example, a student who studies with a clear plan and understands concepts will perform better than someone who only studies for long hours without focus. In real life, this shows that success is not only about effort, but also about direction and intelligence. Combining smart thinking with effort always gives the best results. The secret of rich people thinking is not about working more, but about working in a smarter way. Rich people try to avoid unnecessary work that does not create real value. They do not waste time on tasks that do not help them grow or earn more results. Instead, they focus only on high-value actions, which means they spend their energy on work that brings the biggest impact. This helps them get better results in less time. Another important habit is that they use their time very wisely. They understand that time is more valuable than money because money can be earned again, but time cannot be recovered. So they plan their day carefully and avoid distractions. They choose actions that move them closer to their goals instead of staying busy with unimportant work. This way of thinking helps them build success in a more efficient and balanced way. Lazy thinking can create wealth when it is used in a smart and intelligent way. It is not about avoiding work, but about doing less work while still achieving more results. This means focusing only on actions that truly matter. People who think this way try to find easier, faster, and more effective methods to reach their goals. Another important idea is the automation and systems mindset. Instead of doing the same tasks again and again, they also understand the importance of leveraging time and tools. This means using technology, resources, and other people's skills to increase productivity. By doing this, they can achieve bigger results with less personal effort. Thinking before you act is especially important for people who are often called lazy it can actually become a strength. Some people avoid quick action because they feel lazy or unmotivated, but sometimes this pause can help them think better. When you take time to think, you avoid useless work and stop yourself from wasting energy on things that do not matter. This can be very useful for lazy thinkers who naturally prefer to do less. Many so-called lazy people actually make fewer mistakes because they do not rush. They observe first, think slowly, and then decide what is truly important. This helps them avoid confusion and unnecessary effort. Instead of doing many tasks without direction, they focus only on what gives real results. In this way, their lazy habit becomes a smart habit when used correctly. However, the key is balance. If you only think and never act, nothing will change in life. But if you use your thinking time wisely, you can turn laziness into smart planning. This means you save energy, reduce stress. Focus on high-value work is very important, especially for people who feel naturally lazy or prefer to do less work. Lazy thinking is not always bad when it is used in a smart way. It can actually help you avoid useless effort. Not all work is equal, and this is very important for lazy thinkers to understand. Some tasks help you grow, improve your skills, or bring success, while other tasks only keep you busy without any real progress. A smart lazy thinker will always try to avoid low-value work and choose important tasks that bring better results with less effort. The first step is to clearly identify important tasks. You need to think before acting and ask yourself what work will truly improve your life. Lazy thinking helps here because it forces you to avoid unnecessary effort. When you combine lazy thinking with smart focus, you become more efficient. You do less work but achieve better results. This approach saves time, reduces stress, and helps you move forward in life in a smarter and easier way. Time is more valuable than energy because energy is something you can recover, but time is something you can never get back once it is gone. This idea is very important for lazy thinkers. When you feel tired, you can rest, sleep, eat well, and your energy comes back again. But when a moment of time passes, it never returns in your life, no matter what you do. Many lazy thinkers try to save energy by avoiding extra effort, but they must also understand that wasting time is a bigger loss. If you waste time on useless activities, you cannot recover it later. Many people waste time on social media, distractions, or unimportant tasks without realizing how valuable it is. But if you learn to use your time wisely, you can achieve more success with less stress and effort. Good time management helps you focus only on important tasks and avoid unnecessary work. When lazy thinking is combined with time awareness, it becomes powerful. You start living more intentionally, making better decisions. In the early struggle phase of my life, everything felt difficult and unclear. I often felt lazy, confused, and unmotivated to do extra work. I tried to work hard, but many times my effort did not give good results. Because of this, life felt slow and progress was very limited. I also did not understand which work was important and which work was just wasting my time. During this time, I realized that only hard work was not enough. Slowly, I started changing my thinking style. I began to understand that being lazy does not always mean doing nothing. Instead, I started using my lazy nature in a smart way. I observed successful people and noticed that they always avoid useless work and focus only on important tasks. This helped me think before acting. Over time, this became a transformation journey. My results started improving step by step, even though I was still doing less but smarter work. I became more confident because I was not wasting time. Work less and think more means using your mind before doing any action. This idea is very helpful for lazy thinkers who prefer to avoid extra effort. Instead of rushing into work, you first take time to think and understand what is really important. Thinking helps you create a clear and simple strategy for what you want to achieve in life. When you think properly, you choose better steps and avoid unnecessary mistakes. Many times, action without thinking often fails because there is no proper plan behind it. A lot of people start working quickly without understanding the situation. Later, they waste more time fixing their mistakes. For lazy thinkers, this is even more important to understand because they naturally prefer to save energy. When there is no thinking, actions become random and less effective, which leads to frustration and wasted effort. Balance is very important in life. You should not only think and delay action, and you should not only act without thinking. Both thinking and action must work together in a simple flow. First, you think and make a basic plan. Then you take action based on that plan. When lazy thinking is used in this balanced way, it becomes powerful. You do less work but achieve better, faster, and smarter results in life. Wealth comes from systems, not only from effort. Many people believe that working harder will always make them rich, but this is not always true. Hard work is important, but if you do not have a system, your growth will stay limited. A system means a simple process that works in a planned and repeatable way to produce results again and again over time. This idea is very useful for lazy thinkers. To build wealth, you need to create systems for income. Instead of only trading your time for money, you should think about how to set up methods that can generate income again and again. This leads to a passive income mindset. Passive income means earning money even when you are not actively working every moment. It is based on smart planning, long-term thinking, and strong systems. When you shift your mindset from only effort to systems, you start thinking like successful people who work smart, not just hard. This approach helps you reduce unnecessary work, save time, and move toward financial freedom and stability in life. Lazy people, in the negative sense, avoid work completely, but smart thinkers try to avoid useless work and focus only on important actions. This is why lazy thinking is often misunderstood. Many times, this mindset is judged incorrectly by others. People see someone working less and assume they are not serious or not hardworking. But in reality, some people are simply choosing a better and more efficient way to do things. The reality is that success is not always about doing more work. It is about doing the right work in the right way. Smart thinking is about saving time, avoiding waste, and focusing on what truly matters. First, financial freedom comes when lazy people stop only working hard for money and start thinking in smarter ways. A lazy thinker does not like unnecessary effort, so they naturally look for better systems and easier methods. Instead of trading all their time for income, they focus on building skills, plans, and systems that can earn money even with less daily effort. This helps them grow income in a more relaxed and efficient way. Smart lazy thinking also creates time freedom. Lazy people naturally want to avoid wasting time, and when this habit is used correctly, it becomes powerful. By planning carefully and focusing only on important tasks, they save a lot of time every day. They avoid distractions and unnecessary work. This gives them more free time for rest, learning, or personal growth while still staying productive. Another important part is life balance. Lazy thinkers do not want to overwork themselves, so they naturally learn how to balance life in a better way. They manage work, health, family, and personal time more peacefully. This reduces stress and creates a more stable and enjoyable life. In the end, smart lazy thinking helps people achieve freedom in money, time, and lifestyle by doing less but thinking smarter. Lazy people do not always copy hard workers because they understand that hard work alone is not the only path to success. Instead, smart lazy thinkers try to find easier and better ways to achieve results. They focus more on thinking than just doing. Instead of copying hard workers, lazy people follow smart workers. Smart workers do not waste time on unnecessary effort. They look for simple methods, better planning, and smart systems. Lazy thinkers learn from this approach. Lazy people also learn efficiency. Efficiency means completing tasks in the easiest and fastest way without wasting energy. A lazy thinker always tries to avoid extra effort, so they naturally focus on improving. Most importantly, lazy people avoid burnout. Burnout happens when people work too much without rest or smart planning. Hard workers often face this problem because they push themselves without balance. But lazy thinkers protect their energy by working smartly, resting properly, and focusing only on important tasks. In the end, lazy thinking becomes powerful when it is guided in the right direction. Smart thinking is real power, especially for lazy people who want better results with less effort. It is not about avoiding work completely, but about using the mind in a smarter way to make life easier and more successful. First, intelligence is more important than effort. Lazy people do not like wasting energy, so when they use intelligence, they can achieve more with less work. Thinking before acting helps avoid mistakes and saves time. Second, strategy is more important than struggle. Many people struggle every day without a clear plan and feel tired without progress. Lazy thinkers prefer simple and effective ways, so strategy helps them a lot. Finally, a long-term success mindset is very important. Lazy thinkers naturally avoid unnecessary stress, so they should focus on long-term goals instead of short-term effort. When you think long-term, you make better decisions today that help your future. This mindset creates stable and lasting success. In the end, smart thinking is real power for lazy people because it turns less effort into better results, reduces stress, and creates a more balanced and successful life.